Hi everyone, hi and hello, welcome back. So, I am actually going to practice as usual as I do. So, let me find out something. And I already mentioned that I am a bit sick, I have sore throat and a bit cough. Somehow I am actually getting a bit better. So, I hope, inshallah, I will be able to actually get recover from that very particular sickness. All right. So, as I was practicing yesterday, the topic, probably friends, the last topic that I actually done. All right. So, today I am actually going to. I'm not being able to actually utter my words properly, and you will let me know that are you being able to understand my words properly or not. So because of being consistent enough, I am actually going to make this video. Otherwise, I wouldn't actually make. And I hope that you actually got my point, what I am actually trying to mean here. Anyway, so today's topic I have actually selected is all about food. The first question is, do you enjoy cooking? Probably I actually, sorry, my bad, okay? I actually went through this topic yesterday. Today I'm actually going to take another topic which is related to noise, alright? Alright, so the first question is, do you mind noises? Of course, it actually interrupts me a lot whenever I am actually listening something or I am actually delivering something on that moment. If I actually get any kind of noise, so it actually irritates me. At the same time, it actually drives my blood boil. Okay, so I hit the roof on that moment because I can't actually tolerate any kind of noise. And one thing that I actually do most of the times, that is when I am traveling, basically it is in the city, so there are too much vehicles, as we know. So, and there are lots of congestion or traffic jam, right, resulting into, so we are to actually stay most of the time in the jam. So they actually press the horn once and again, right? So it actually irritates me. So for actually reducing this volume, I used to actually use my earpods and to actually get off the sound from my ears. Okay, it doesn't matter am I listening something or not, but I actually put the earpods or earphone, whatever I actually have. So I always prefer that because it actually prevents me to receive the excessive noise. Okay, because it actually creates so much problem in me, especially because when it comes to I am actually slumbering or sleeping. So on that moment I realized that I am not being able to actually sleep enough, or it was actually coming over and over in my mind. Okay, so for that reason I actually cannot tolerate this or put up with these noises. Okay, all right, the next question is, what types of noise do you come across in your daily life? All right, so there are several types of noise I actually encountered. So among them, the most dangerous, I need to actually say, that is the traffic jam. When I am in fix, or I am in a position or place where there are lots of horns that I am actually getting. So on the moment, it is literally so. Yes, as I told you that if I have the earpods or earphone, I can actually overcome somehow this scenario. But when I don't have, for example, I actually forgot to take along this earpods or something like that. So it actually, oh my god, it's so irritating that I will not be able to actually make you understand how irritated I actually feel. And another thing is when I am actually trying to make a call to anyone. So let's say I am actually making a call that is in any other locations. Okay, so whenever I am not actually listening properly, there are many noises right around. The speaker actually captures most of the noises, which are most of the times irrelevant, and it was not supposed to be. However, there are many operators, there are many companies, they actually use the lower graded equipments. For that reason, we actually encountered that kind of noises, right? So this is another issue. And uh yeah, mostly this kind of. And yes, and another thing which is actually related to this, but if I would like to actually classify, so I would have to actually say that when it comes to, for example, there is a building is actually being built. So over there, whenever they are actually doing the tasks, their regular tasks, it actually creates loads of uh, harsh sound, and at times we can't actually even tolerate, okay, or endure. Okay, so yeah, that type of noises that I actually face in my day-to-day life. Okay, all right, the next question is, are there any sounds that you like? All right, yes, there are many sounds that I actually like. For example, I always try to actually keep myself a bit stay away from from the social media. Not I would I Yes, I always try to actually avoid the social media, and as I told you that I don't actually use that much Facebook. And compared to YouTube, I actually most of the times actually spend my time on YouTube, either for learning or for exploring, something like that. That means I actually use only one platforms that I could actually say, that is YouTube. And when it comes to, for example, I need to actually know the some of the information on that moment, I actually go for Facebook. But I don't actually use that much, and in fact, I hate this Facebook. Okay, and yeah, that's what. And okay, so what I was actually telling you is, so I always now right now I'm actually trying to practicing one thing, that is how to be detox. Okay, all right. So because we are actually in too much engaged with that kind of a contraption, like mobile phone, computer, laptop, right? Everything, it actually creates loads of anxiety. At the same time, we actually do not get the clarification in our mind, and we actually don't even get time for ourselves. Okay, because most of the times we actually kill our valuable time. And not only that, the social media, as I told you, and all of the apps, okay, and they are actually trying to actually steal our attention. Yes, which is obviously true. But when it comes to relaxation, I try to stay alone, without any contraption. So on that moment, if I'm actually thinking too much, I try to actually take a deep breath. Sorry, I'll not be able to do all of those things because I'm actually a bit sick anyway. So I never actually do this kind of, like, take a deep breath, and I try to be practice mindfulness. Okay, that means I want to be in present moment without any contraption, without anyone, just alone. So on that moment, I actually prefer to listen to some of the background music which is related to raining sound, or birds chirping sound. Okay, this kind of things I actually like. And yeah, in fact, it actually refreshes my mind as well. So that's why I actually love that kind of sounds. All right, now coming back to our next question, that is, why can you hear loud noises? Okay, so I already mentioned that when I actually go out, and on that moment I actually encounter the loud noises, and in fact I can't actually tolerate this. And I actually even don't know, should I actually use the earphone or earbuds every time, because most of the times people actually judge by looking our outfit that Oh my goodness, he is actually showing off, but they actually don't know the ultimate reason why I'm actually using this, right? So, this is an issue I actually face, and that kind of questions actually comes to our mind, and yeah, that's it. And when I am at home, so on that moment, I always try to actually close the window, the door, and everything to minimize the sound. However, there are many sounds that I can't actually avoid or circumvent. Okay, so yeah, and this kind of sounds are like unavoidable. But more or less, or by and large, I can actually say that when I go actually out on that moment, I encounter most of the sounds which I actually don't like at all. Okay, now the next question is, do you think there is too much noise in modern society? Uh, in modern society, I would have to say no, because just think about like this way. Let me put an example here to make you clarify. Let's say the machineries items in the factory that we actually take as an example. So in machineries room, the sound was too much. Why? Because the machineries was like backdated, and because of being so much ancient goods or machine, and it actually creates lots of sounds nowadays, with the help of different types of automation and different types of tools. And right now it is very much possible to actually minimize the sound. And I can still remember we had a generator as well, and we actually made a dedicated room, this very specific generator, because the sound was so harsh, and we wouldn't actually uh, think of staying over there because the sound is too much irritating. Okay, so nowadays the generator which we actually see, so there are lots of features had not had has been included, and which was not actually before. And for that reason, the noise has been a bit lower compared to the past. But and we are actually moving forward to the digital era or digital world day by day, and modern society. And because of getting the modern amenities, we are actually working on that. For that reason, we are actually encountering that there are lots of uh, construction related working going on. All right, so for that reason, it actually creates too much noise. Okay, so yeah, and it actually if I would like to actually say, uh, in modern society, yes, the noise that we actually encounter, it's a bit lower compared to the past. Okay, and yeah, that's it. Okay, now the next question is, are cities becoming noisier? And I would have to say it's a bit tough to actually answer that question, because I actually think like this way. In one hand, we can actually say yes, it is becoming noisier day by day. On the other hand, or conversely, if I would like to actually say, so I would have to say it's not becoming noisier, because everyone is actually trying a lot to make our life better. So that means whatever we are actually doing, we always try to actually make our life better and quicker and smart. Okay, so I reckon that because of making the smart cities, and everyone is actually thinking about the scenario of noises, right? So yeah, they are actually keeping these kind of things in their mind before developing or implementing something else. And another example that I can actually provide here is over the last couple of years, I need to actually say back in 90, back in before 2020, 2000, yes, before 2000, the network issues was so high, right? Whenever we are actually telling hello, and the opponent, that means the opposite person whom am I actually talking, he is not actually saying hello, 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 something like that, right? There are many issues like network issues, right? So that means this kind of sound we used to actually listen a lot, right? Right now most of the sounds that that was actually absolutely actually eliminated nowadays. We actually don't even encounter this kind of things, right? So yeah, we can actually say that yes, uh, in the future, sorry, in the future we will actually encounter we will actually encounter the cities which will have minimum noise. Okay, all right, so that's it about the noise. Now let's move on our next topic, which is related to gift. Okay, all right, so when do you send gifts? All right, it actually depends, and mostly I always try to actually present gifts when it comes to anyone's birthday, or when it comes to anyone's wedding, or for example, if I'd like to actually appreciate someone or reward someone on that moment, we are I personally actually do that. So the gifts may be anything, okay, based on his age and his gender, his location. I always prefer to actually provide that kind of things. And gift, it doesn't has to be like it doesn't have to be always expensive, okay? So it may also be less expensive, however, so it is important that do I really care about him. So the gift is a symbol of actually loving. All right, so for that reason I most of the time actually try to actually provide gifts, okay, to my students, to my well wishers, to my seniors, to my relatives. Okay, so it really depends. Okay, all right. Now the next question is, when was the last time you received a gift? Okay, so I still remember I actually got many gifts. Among them, the last time which I actually got it was one wristwatch, and which was provided by my sisters, and in fact it was my birthday. For that reason I actually got this. And yes, they always try to actually provide me something like cake and whatever I actually like. They always try to actually cook these kind of things. However, I don't actually care about the gift so much. uh, uh, about the gift, right? What they are actually providing. At the end of the day, they are actually they it proves that they actually didn't forget me, right? They actually still remember me. That's what it actually uh, represents, I reckon, but I may actually wrong as well. Anyway, so that was it. And the next question is, have you received, okay, all right, have you received a gift you didn't like? Okay, yes, there are many gifts that I actually got. Among them, most of the times I actually liked the gift, but at times I actually didn't like. I will have to actually say it's not too much. It's like a handful amount of a a few gifts that I actually didn't like. So to be more specifically, if I'd like to actually say, uh, All right, so when I was actually provided a jeans pants, which is like baggy pants, I actually don't like that pants because I already told. He actually asked me that, what do you need? Do you wear pants? I said yes, but I actually said not to provide me any kind of clothes. All right, so because I always prefer my flexibility, the clothes which I am comfortable, I always try to purchase that. It doesn't matter is it too much expensive or too much low. Okay, so I actually always prioritize only one thing, that is, am I feeling comfy or comfortable? If I am actually comfortable with that clothes, why not? Okay, so that's what I actually think. Anyway, so as I told him that I in fact, he before providing this, he also provided me a T-shirt. On that very moment, I actually said that yes, I am taking this gift, but I don't require any kind of clothes. And if you would like to actually provide any kind of clothes, please avoid from this because I don't actually like at all. Okay, because choice is mine. Okay, so I don't want to actually choice of the clothes. I can actually give you the right. Okay, so and for that reason I always avoid that to actually take the clothes. Anyway, so in spite of saying all of those things, he actually again sent, as I told you, that one jeans pants which is baggy pants, but I actually didn't like it all because I am not actually comfortable with them. And it's like a flare pants, right? And in the lower leg position it's like a bit spread, a bit wide. Okay, so it looks like a bit weird for me. But I reckon that it's okay for most of the people, but it's not actually suitable for me. So for that reason, I actually didn't like, but I actually didn't make him that kind of feelings that I actually didn't like. But I accepted that cordially. But I actually probably I donated this. Anyway, so that was the gift that I actually didn't like. All right. So anyway, now the next question that I'm actually going to answer is, how do you feel when you receive a gift? Is it a question? Alright, so when I actually receive the gift, I actually feel a bit embarrassed, literally, and at the same time, I feel so much happy inside, but I don't actually express that. But I actually feel a bit hesitate. Should I take this or what they actually think, right? So whenever they're actually providing, hello, this is for you, so I literally I literally feel a bit hesitate. Okay, so because of facing this kind of hesitation at times, I think I shouldn't actually accept that, but they actually sorry, they actually compels me to take this. For that reason, I actually take that. Anyway, so yeah, I feel so great because in fact, I used to actually prefer to have my birthday party every single day because I become so happy on that very moment, and everyone actually loves me. Everyone actually provide the gifts, and even if they actually forgot to bring the gifts, they actually provide the money, something like that. Okay, so which actually motivates me a lot. All right, so I feel so great. Okay, and I love people actually make you uh, understand as I actually feel in real life situation. All right, now let's move on our next question. That is, okay, do people in your country send gifts to show their generosity? Okay, so mostly I would have to say, by and large, people actually send the gifts, but the main intention is not actually showing off. the generosity. So I think uh, people actually send the gifts from their responsibility, because just think about, if I invite anyone uh, in my sister's marriage ceremony. So yes, that would definitely join, and even if they actually can join, they may not actually come, or they can actually send something. So it actually depends on the people, as I am actually saying, because uh, most of the times people actually try to show off that they are generous. Whenever they actually look around, and if everyone is actually providing 10 taka, let's say, so he will actually provide 100 taka. Why? He actually thinks like this way: I will have to be different from the others, and I am like super duper keen. Sorry. I'm also feeling a bit insomnia as well. As you can see, I'm not being able to sleep properly because of lacking the sleep. I am actually feeling a bit slumbering as well. Anyway, so as I promised myself that I will actually make videos, for that reason I'm actually here. Anyway, so okay, so that's it about this topic. Now I'm actually going to answer in my next topic, which is related to high school. All right, okay. Primary school, high school. Okay, 6 to 10. Okay, all right. So, who was your favorite teacher in the high school? Well, there are many teachers who were really favorite to me, and more specifically, if I'd like to actually say, I would have to say Naran sir, and who used to actually take the chemistry class and the physics as well. And the way he actually talks, the way he actually make people understand, it's literally captivating. And not only that, he always try to actually make sure that every students or every learners actually got his point, pie to pie. All right. So and not only that, he also motivates us to actually ask question, because most of the times what I actually experienced is, whenever we actually ask any kind of question to our teacher, they get actually a bit bored. At the same time, they might actually think that whenever we actually aren't to him for asking any kind of question, and rather he is not actually answering of that question, and he was also re-asking another question. All right, so that's what I actually encountered many times from many teachers. But compared to my favorite teacher, he is literally top notch, and he is, I think, the second to none. All right, okay. Sorry. So he actually teaches in a way that he always encourages us to focus on self study. And even he actually told that if you face, guys, any kind of problem, please do let me know. That's what they always prefer. In fact, he has his own tuition, but he always suggests people not to actually join in his tuition. Why? Because he says that, the lessons which I will actually deliver in my class, the same lesson you will get here. So uh what's the point of actually uh choosing my private tuition? Okay, so you will actually get all the things here. So yeah, and when we actually asked that, so what's the point of actually providing the services as you are actually providing, which is called tuition? So he said that yes, there are many learners who want something to do very faster. And yes, since I am actually taking class in the school, so it may actually takes too much time to actually finish each chapter. But when it comes to my tuition, so I will actually get enough time and I'll be able to actually uh, finish the lessons or chapter very short time. So that's what he actually mentioned. And yes, and for that reason I actually love him so much. And in fact, in terms of choosing my career, and that means which one should I actually choose, should I go for science group, arts group, or commerce group? Okay, he literally made a whole roadmap. If I actually choose the science, what will be my ultimate destination? And if I go for commerce, what is the last resort for me? And the same thing goes for the earth. Okay, so he also suggested me to actually take this science group, science subject. So for that reason I am actually here, and because of his support I finally can say that yes, right now I am an engineer because of his support and guidance. Otherwise probably I would choose another courses, and I hope that I wouldn't actually enjoy. But honestly, I actually enjoy my journey and enjoyed as well. All right. So yeah, for that's it for the time being about my teacher. All right. Now the next question is, what was your favorite subject in high school? Okay, as usual, I used to actually love physics, chemistry, math, biology, and English, and another subject which is ICT. These are the most favorite subjects of mine. Okay, and among them, if I'd like to actually choose one of the subjects, so I need to actually say I love only one subject. It's a bit crucial to answer. However, I would have to say I love English so much. Alright, do you still remember what happened on the first day of your high school? It's funny, by the way, because I was in primary school, and the classes where I was in, it was like a pond, okay? So when it comes to my high school, it's like I have actually jumped into a river, okay? Or yeah, river you can actually consider like this. So on the, because there are many seniors, right? So just think about, in primary schools everyone is like by and large similar ages or similar similar size, right? That means we are not so tall or so. So when it comes to my high school, on that very moment I was encountering that I am just enrolling in class 6. All right, so there are many seniors, oh my goodness, and they are so tall, and I used to actually think a bit lower, by the way. So when it actually comes to, I was actually waiting for a long time to get into my school. Why? Because I was actually feeling shy, and I actually didn't get any kind of confidence. And with the help of some of my classmates while they were also entering the school, and with them I also entered the school, and I met our peon, and he actually said that what class do you read in? I said I'm fresh and I actually don't know. I don't have any kind of knowledge about this, and he actually said that this why is my class and every other stuffs, okay, and he also asked me why is my home, okay, so yeah, everything I said, and he said, all right, so I know your dad, and yes, he actually knows my dad. Anyway, so that was my first day, and it was a bit nervous, and at the same time a bit enjoyment as well. And the very first day, and we just got enrolled with the new class, but we haven't been provided the books. So they were actually providing one books today, and the other day two or three books, and the other day they actually didn't provide all the books at once. Okay, so that's what I actually encountered, and I can still remember that. So overall, if I would like to actually say, the experience was good. Yeah, good. All right. Now the next question is, do you still keep in touch with your friends from high school? Honestly, I try a lot to actually hang out with them because of their time, and simultaneously my time. I actually didn't get enough time to actually do that. However, there is a group of our classmates, which is WhatsApp group. We at times actually text there to talk to our classmates. Okay, but I actually can't provide any kind of time. For that reason, I don't have any kind of interaction with my classmates. Most of the classmates are like they most of the time engage with work, or they already moved another country, something like that. Okay, so yeah, that was overall experience in my high school. All right, the last question is, do you miss your life in high school? Of course, because without a doubt, because on that very moment when I was in my high school, there were many teachers, and at the same time, they used to actually torture a lot, right? So, when our teacher, my favorite teacher, that means Nance, actually came here, and I felt so. I'm sleeping. All right. Do you miss your life? Okay. So yeah, I miss so much because the especially if I would like to actually say the things what I actually enjoy is the routine. Okay, so just think about like this, where I actually woke up and I actually used to read something, like my lesson or something like that, and afterwards I prepare I would prepare for my school, and I used to go there. After going there, I would do the class, and I would get a break for half an hour, and I used to actually eat something on that moment, and afterwards we had another class after breaking, right? So after the class is over, and when it's time to actually come back home, so on that moment we actually go to the field to play, and we used to actually play over there afterwards, and we would in the Maghrib time. Okay, so in the evening, so we would actually get back to our respective home. Okay, so that's how the routine actually would be followed. And after Maghrib, we had our tuition teacher, and they used to actually come most of the time, or either on that very moment, or after Isha. Okay, so that was typically like this, and I used to actually perform the class work as well. So that's how my routine used to actually follow. But on that moment, the life was so happy. Why? I am being able to do everything whatever I want, number one, and I don't have any kind of tension except my academic, right? And another thing that I actually missed is the enjoyment. On the way where the enjoyment which I actually had, I still miss that enjoyment. If I have that kind of enjoyment, I would definitely be so much happy with that. Anyway, so that was about this topic. Now I'm actually going to answer from the next topic, which is related to home. Okay, so who do you live with? Alright, so I live with my parents and siblings. We have a we have a flat, and we are actually living in a second story building, and we have We have a big dining room and three bedroom and kitchen and washroom as well. So yes, we can actually say that the places, the house that we actually live, it's it's not cramped. It's a bit spacious. All right. Okay. Now let's move on to our next question. That is, what is your favorite room in your home? Okay. My favorite room is, if I'd like to say, my bedroom. Why? Because in my bedroom there is a window, and when I actually wake up from bed at 6 a.m., so I actually just open the window. And not only that, and after my house there is a garden. Okay, so garden means I can actually say there is a field of many crops and many salaries. All right, so yes, so when I actually for the very first time woke up, I stare in that window to actually look at all of the things, and it actually literally refreshing my mind. And at the same time, so when I am actually doing something productive work, so I can do very easily staying in my bedroom. And in my bedroom I have my own computer and everything. So whatever I am actually thinking of, I can actually do. There is no need to worry at all. And yeah, that's it. I'm having to say a bit extremely sorry because I'm not actually sure what I'm actually saying, and as you can actually see, that I feel like sleeping or slumbering. Okay, all right. So for that reason, I'm not being able to actually speak properly, and probably you're actually feeling down in the dumps for that reason as well. Okay. All right. So here is your home. How is your home decorated? Okay, in my room there are many pictures that I actually included. Not only that, there are many quotations as well. I love that portion so much, and I always try to actually collect that kind of quotation from the internet, and I just printed out. Sorry, printed out, and I just pasted on the wall. Okay, so it looks so great. And in fact, when I am actually feeling a bit down, if I actually look at all of the quotations, it actually instantly it actually boosts my confidence, at the same time my speaking level as well. Understood that? Okay. Do you like visitors coming to your home? Of course, why not? Because the visitors actually have come to visit, not to actually stay here for a long time. Yes, of course, if I have, I can, I'm sorry, I actually don't know what I'm actually answering. Anyway, so do you like visitors coming to your home? Of course, because the visitors actually have come to visit, right? So they don't have any kind of intention to stay here. But when we will actually offer that kind of things, they would be very happy. And I want people to be happy. Okay, and the same thing goes for you as well, guys. Because yes, I am actually speaking. There are many mistakes as well, I know, but I don't actually care. And why? Because I want to do that. Okay, and I love to do that. However, now the next question I am actually going to answer is related to, it's a bit long. Anyway, so that's what about my today's practice. So I am actually going to wind up my video here, and probably you actually didn't get any kind of motivation, rather you probably have been bored as well. Anyway, so it's a great meeting talk to you, but what I said, All right, so since this is a raw video, so I actually did the same thing. Okay, all right, so I am actually going to conclude this video here, and I will get back to you to another new video, and I'll catch you. See you. This is Faiz signing off.